It is your boy Black Ronin back on that again with another banger for y'all's out here today. There, y'all. Guys, welcome on back to the channel. Y'all, I gotta talk about body game at Comic Con. Y'all, this was interesting because it's been a while since I walked in a establishment where I was legitly like, well, like I wasn't the biggest like person in terms of muscle wise, but like I was walking through and I was just like, dang man, like I'm bigger than most people here. And I still like I'm definitely still small, on the physical side for sure. But like walking around, like I just see like, dang, I really made a lot of progress compared to the average person around here. Like they were either super, super skinny or overweight. Heck, even people that was 6 foot and skinny or 6 foot and overweight, I still felt like bigger, like and stronger. Like it was interesting. It was just like, wow, like and I had a lot of stares too. People were like, whoa, like they were looking back like what the and and my costume went so hard too. And I didn't even put in that like I really didn't put in that much effort either. But I got quite a few compliments too. Like and I got all my stuff from Sheen. I just actually no, I scratched that. I got everything, mostly everything from Sheen, except for the wig. I got it off of Temu. Threw that all together, and I walked up in there. I was like, dang, I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably the coldest one up in there walking. I ain't even gonna lie. It was probably only a couple people that was more colder than me. I ain't gonna lie, Black Noir, we had a Black Noir up in there. I ain't gonna lie, he was pulling all the hoes up in there. I ain't even gonna lie, but man, like yeah, I was just like, wow, there's not a lot of people really matching up to me at all. Like, I mean, I'm not now by no means am I trying to throw shade, whatsoever. But I was just like, dang, I look at it as like I really made a lot of progress, compared to when I first started working out back in 2023, like actually taking it seriously. Cause I've been active for, most of my life, but only fell off probably I think like I only fell off a couple years after high school. Actually, no, 4 years. Let me see. 2018, I graduated 2018. And then I started working out back in 2023. Let me see. 8, 9, 21, oh yeah, 5 years. There we go. So yeah, so 5 years of just not really being active like that. And then I got back into it and still working on my body, but I was just like amazed at like how far I really came. And I look around to the average person, I'm like, wow. And I got opportunity too. Like I got acting opportunity reached out to me, not from the celebrities, but just everyday people who dress up, had their own vendors and stuff. I was chatting with a few, actually a few group of people, and they said, yeah, man, like we do filmmaking and stuff. Like we always looking for people. Like they just reached out to me. I said, heck yeah. So I'm actually gonna hit them up tonight, and send all my information and stuff. So, cause yeah, as you guys know, you follow the channel, your boy be acting, be going on set and in fact I was supposed to go on set yesterday night, but the actor I was supposed to work with and a few other people, I guess they couldn't show up or whatever, so that put everything behind schedule. I don't have a big role. I mean, I only got to do like a little bit, now. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I still definitely play a important character to the story, but in terms for this particular scene, didn't really have to do much at all. So I should probably be on set definitely next weekend for sure. But hey, I'm always glad to get some more opportunity for sure. Like I'm happy with that. And then another thing too, I gotta point out, man, when you got body game at Comic Con, you never know when you might need that strength. And this is how I know my strength got tested. Y'all see this photo right here? This is look like she adult. Yeah, I believe she's an adult by now. Could be a juvenile, but I doubt it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I scratched that. Yeah, she's an adult. This is a adult albino Burmese python. Now, I'm a big reptile guy. I love my reptiles. And this is the first time me like actually holding a Burmese python, like adult one, because I have held like smaller ones in the past back home in Florida. Now I'm out here in west side of Texas now, but like I was always used to, constrictors, boa constrictors, pythons, but I never held like like just by myself, like a full grown, and she's not even fully grown yet. She can still get a lot bigger. If I had to take an estimate, she looked like she was about anywhere from 12 to 14 foot. If I had to take a guess, because me, I'm like 5'10", so I know she was like, she literally, like, half her body was like my size, and then the other half made it all the way down to my foot. So that's about, because I'm like, let me see, 5'10". Yeah, she's probably at least 12 feet. Yeah, and she's still growing. Yeah, because like I believe like females can top out anywhere from, I would say, like 16 to 18. Some of them can even hit 20 feet in length. So yeah, females get a lot more bigger, but very cool, very beautiful animal. Like, I love snakes, I love reptiles, but this really tested my strength right here at Comic-Con, because I was like, I'm used to doing squats, like weighted squats. I'm used to lifting weights, and I always hear people say, "Hey man, train your neck." I never understood why you should train your neck. But when I put the Burmese python right around my neck and I was holding her, I was just like flabbergasted how much weight just went on my neck. If I had to take a guess, she's probably the same weight as me, because I'm like 180 something pounds. I know that was at least 180 something pounds around my neck, had to be. Maybe 160, but like, and straight muscle too. She barely moved, and I was just like, dang, this girl is strong. I'm like, what? Wow. Yeah, very, very strong animal without not even trying to be strong. And like, that was when I was like, dang, I thought I was strong, but, and even people who watch me, they was like, dang, man, like, even they was like, whoa. Like, because the person ahead of me, they was like, bro, man, that's a full workout. Dude was super skinny. The dude that was on before me got to hold him. Yeah, yeah, him and his daughter and a few other people. They said, man, I barely only held half the thing. Like bro only held like half the snake, and the rest of his family, he was already out of breath. And then I held her. I mean, I wasn't out of breath or nothing. I was just like, dang, man, girl got weight. you know. But yeah, definitely pretty dang on strong. It's difference between like muscle weight, where like it's a big difference between that type of weight and like just like, let's say, like, like your girlfriend just like hops on your back, gives you a hug or whatever. That's a different type of weight. That's like, oh, 100 and something pounds is nothing. Like our bodies are a lot different. But when you got an animals that just straight muscle and build like more robust, like a Burmese python, that weight hits you differently. I was like, whoa. But awesome animal. I'm glad I got the held one, like full size, because I have held smaller ones in the past, but I'm glad I got to hold a full size one. Well, not say full size, but adult version of one. And that's crazy, the fact how much heavier she could have been if she was like 16, 17, 18 feet. Like, she would have definitely been pushing over 200 pounds easily. But yeah, like, I'm glad I got the held one, at that size, because like now I know it's like, I thought I wanted one at one time, but then I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll stick, like, don't get me wrong, I love my constrictors, I love pythons and stuff, but if I do get a bigger constrictor, it's probably gonna be just a boa constrictor, probably a dwarf boa or a Dumeral, what's called Dumeral's boa, probably one of those. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a Burmese python. I love them so much. They're so cool, super friendly. But man, like, they're just strong for no reason. They barely move. I'm just like, dang, man, like, like. But she's really cool though. I really enjoyed that experience. Yeah, like, I love reptiles, so I was actually surprised to see that at Comic-Con. But anyway, moving forward to that, you know, uh, man, the going back to just people I got to meet just from working out and having just a cold looking costume, like really cold looking, really cool looking too. Like, dude, I had people just like, bro, like, dude, you look awesome. And it was crazy too. I didn't even think people like knew this, but like I generally had to tell people. Everybody thought this is my real hair. No. Like, nah, that's a wig, guys. I wish my hair was that long, but one of these days he'll get there. But I was like, dang, man, like, yeah, people really thought this was my real hair. Dang. But it does look. I ain't gonna lie, it did look cool though. That wig. I even had some of my friends fooled, like some I haven't seen in a while. I ran to them at Comic Con, like, dang, yeah, you out here, Jack. You got the locks going, like, it was definitely cool, man. Yeah, I definitely wear that wig again. I don't know when, but I'll wear it again, maybe for a future film or whatever. But yeah, guys, buy the game at Comic Con was legendary. Um, oh, and also in terms of like, I ain't gonna lie, it was mostly couples there. Like that was pretty much there. It wasn't a lot of singles, but like it was a lot of mainly couples where I'm at. It like where I'm at, it's not like Florida. It's more, it's different. I'll leave it like that. But no, don't get me wrong, you still get success out here. Like I definitely still got success, but it's a lot more couples. But it was funny though, cause as I was walking, like I just seen like so many. When I say so many, I seen a lot of just like just dudes, girls, and dudes' wives just looking like staring, or if they wasn't staring, they was like trying not to look because they didn't want to make their man feel insecure. Like I saw that a lot, y'all. I was like, dang. That's how I know I'm making progress. But that's all I want to say, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Man, I had a blast at Comic Con, and y'all take it easy. Let me know what y'all think of this video. Stay healthy, stay fit. Y'all have a good one.